Welcome to Rolan Underground, where we talk about what's happening up there in the world while in my grandparents' basement. As the Delta variant becomes more unpopular, we continue this pandemic. This video is to show some tips on how to live and work in that environment. Something very important that helps me a lot is setting timers, setting alarms. This creates a pseudo schedule that helps me keep up in time, making sure I'm on time without ever really looking at the time. You know, you can do things like 12:15, do some jumping jacks. At 1 o'clock, do some writing for an hour. At 3 o'clock, see whose birthday it is on IMDb. You know, just things like that. But you don't have to do this every single day. You don't have to follow this to a T, but just enough to where you get a habit of it. Hobbies. Not everything's about work. Hobbies are very important for you and your R&R. It's something that keeps you busy, but it also makes you feel productive, even though it's just something dumb and fun. This could be starting a puzzle. This could be, you know, learning the guitar for a week and then giving up because it's too hard. This could be painting, and you have 2 completed canvases that are okay. They're not as good as you wanted because it doesn't look like the picture. You don't understand how one hand is so much bigger than the other, and now you have these 5 blank canvases, and you just don't know what to do because you just wasted it, but you just can't do this because it's just too much tedious work, and it's annoying. Try reading. Reading is very important. It's like watching a movie, but you have to work for it. You know what I mean? Plus, it makes you look cool. Feeling lonely? Join a cult. There's tons of them out there. You wouldn't think it, but there are. There'll be a couple in the link below. But, you know, Google them to see what your needs are, what your wants, what cult would best fit you. Get one of these scratch-off movie posters like I did, and just spend even more money on Vudu because you can't find a lot of these movies on Netflix or Hulu or even Prime. Can you believe that? It's not even on Prime. It's a movie from the 1920s. Something I like to do to avoid isolation is get on dating apps. You don't even have to date. It's just nice to talk to people, you know? Plus, it is kind of nice to talk to people, actually. It's interesting. You get to flirt and, you know, you don't have to tell your significant other about it. It's kind of like this dangerous little thing. Nothing. Call your parents, because that's always fun, right? Let me just... Hello, Mom? Yes, the funeral is staged. How is everything? Oh, yes, I have 10 minutes to spare to hear my little brother struggle with a story about him picking up a quarter. Yeah. Have I mentioned puzzles? I like puzzles. They're neat. Don't be afraid to take some breaks. Sometimes doing all this work can be stressful, you know, if you're not setting a time for yourself to stop working and to start working, you can often get confused about how long you're working and just overstressing, and it can get quite crazy and hectic. Don't be afraid to take a break and think about yourself. Don't be kind to yourself, you selfish jerk. You've been lying on the couch all day, you know it. Don't you dare lie to me. There was a box of donuts on the counter and they're gone. Alright? You need to treat your work like you're going to the office, okay? Wake up at 5:30 in the morning, get dressed, sit around for 2 hours, okay? Because that's what you do. That's what you need to do, alright? You need to have that schedule. If you don't have a schedule, then what do you have? Nothing. And that's my video for tips on how to live and work in the pandemic. Hopefully, you understand that some of this was a joke and being ironic. Or not, I don't care. You do you. Anyways, if you have any more funny suggestions or actual tips and advice, leave them in the comments. I'm interested to know, and I know people are looking for them too. Alright. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.